This lesson is conceptual, not instructional. No drills yet. No French yet. This is the mental reset that makes everything else work. #LLB, Lesson 1. The Pareto Reset. Why words don't matter yet. What this lesson is. This lesson does one job only. Greater than it deletes the wrong mental model of language greater than and installs the correct one. If this lesson lands, everything after it becomes easy. If it does not land, everything after it becomes friction. This is not a French lesson. This is a language acquisition architecture lesson. No vocabulary. No grammar. No pronunciation. Just a reset. The core claim: say this out loud. Language is not words. Language is not grammar. Language is not sentences. Language is a meaning system that happens to produce sound. Words are surface artifacts. Why almost everyone fails at languages. Let's start brutally honest. Most adult language learners fail because they are trained to do the following, in this order. 1. Memorize words. 2. Memorize rules. 3. Translate sentences. 4. Hope fluency emerges. This feels logical. It is also completely backwards. This is like trying to learn music by memorizing note names, studying harmony rules, reading sheet music silently, and never touching an instrument. You might know about music. You will not play music. Language works the same way. The illusion that words are the language. When adults think language, they think vocabulary lists, dictionaries, flashcards, word counts. How many words do I know? This is an illusion created by writing, not by speech. Writing freezes language into visible units. Speech does not work that way. Your brain did not learn English by memorizing words. You learned English by understanding situations, tracking who did what to whom, detecting patterns, repeating variations, compressing meaning into reflex. Words came last. A thought experiment, critical. Imagine this sentence. Greater than I want coffee now. Now delete every word. What is left? You still understand. Who wants something? What is wanted when? That understanding exists before words. That is language. Words are just the rendering layer. The brain does not store language as words. This matters more than anything else in LLB. Your brain does not store language like this. Word definition, grammar rule. It stores language like this. Meaning pattern, sound pattern, motor pattern. Meaning first. Always. This is why children speak before reading. You understand speech faster than text. You can paraphrase instantly. You can understand new sentences you've never heard before. You are not retrieving sentences. You are generating them. The Pareto reality of language. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Greater than most of a language is rarely used. Spoken language is brutally Pareto distributed. A tiny core does almost all the work. Roughly 100 words 50% of daily speech, 300 words 75 to 85%, 1000 plus words diminishing returns. But here's the key insight. The most important part is not the words. It is the structure that lets a small set of words combine endlessly. That structure is what LLB targets. Why learning more words makes you slower. This is counterintuitive but critical. Every extra word you memorize early increases cognitive load, slows pattern recognition, breaks flow fragments, retrieval competes for attention, delays automation. Fluency requires speed. Speed requires small systems. Babies do not learn faster because they are young. They learn faster because they are running a tiny system at high repetition. The wrong question versus the right question. Wrong question. Greater than how many French words do I know? Right question. Greater than how many meanings can I express automatically? These are not the same thing. One measures storage. The other measures runtime. LLB is a runtime system. Language is a runtime, not a database. Think like an engineer. A language is not a database of words. It is a runtime that executes meaning. The runtime has inputs, intent, a meaning model, transformation rules, output, sound, feedback. Did it sound right? LLB trains the runtime. Traditional learning trains the database. Databases do not speak. Runtimes do. Why translation is poison, for now translation feels safe. It is also slow. Translation requires 1. English sentence 2. English words 3. English structure 4. Conversion 5. French structure 6. French word 7. Output. This is too many steps. Fluency requires meaning output. Translation inserts an unnecessary middleman. LLB will not ban translation forever. It simply delays it until it is harmless. The baby test, non-negotiable. Ask yourself. Greater than did I learn English by memorizing vocabulary lists? No. Greater than did I learn grammar rules first? No. Greater than did I translate from another language? No. You learn by living inside meaning. LLB recreates that environment deliberately. The only things that matter early. At the beginning, only 3 things matter. 1. Meaning clarity. 2. Pattern repetition. 3. Low cognitive load. Everything else is noise. This is why Lesson 1 has 0 French. What you are not allowed to do, yet until explicitly told otherwise, you do not. Memorize word lists, study grammar, count vocabulary, chase accuracy, correct every mistake, ask why is it this way? Compare to English structure. Those instincts are normal. They are also destructive early. They will come back later, safely. The mental reframe: install this, replace this. Greater than I am learning French. With this. Greater than I am installing a language runtime. Replace this. Greater than I need more words. With this. Greater than I need stronger patterns. Replace this. Greater than I don't know enough yet. With this. Greater than my system is still booting. Why this works for adults, specifically you adults, fail not because they cannot learn languages, but because they over-optimize the wrong layer. Adults are excellent at systems abstractions, pattern recognition, architecture. LLB exploits that. You are not regressing to a baby. You are realigning with the same engine using adult awareness. Progress does not feel like progress, at first. Important warning. Early LLB progress feels like, this is too simple, I'm not learning anything, where are the words? This feels empty. That feeling is correct. That emptiness is the space where automation will form. Noise feels like learning. Silence feels like nothing. Silence is where systems install. What Lesson 1 has accomplished, if it worked, if this lesson landed, you now understand that. Words are secondary, grammar is descriptive, not generative, fluency is procedural, not intellectual. Small systems beat large ones, speed beats completeness, meaning precedes language. That is the entire reset. Completion criteria: be honest, you are done with Lesson 1 when you are no longer anxious about not knowing words, you accept that nothing visible has been learned yet, you understand why that is a feature, not a bug, you are willing to proceed without vocabulary, you trust the architecture. If you still feel resistance, reread this lesson once. Do not argue with it. Just let it sit. What comes next? No action yet. Lesson 2 will dismantle another illusion. Greater than that, grammar is the foundation of language. It is not. But that only works if Lesson 1 is installed. End of Lesson 1. No drills. No homework. Just the reset.